Hey, this is Tony's wife, Tara. This is Ridge Runner gear, and this is the Rocket Reel. The Rocket Reel was designed for hikers, backpackers, campers, kayakers, overlanders, pretty much anybody that wants to carry a capable fishing system, but not have to carry a full-size fishing rod. At first glance, it might look like a hand line, but guess what? It's something actually totally different. A traditional hand line is little more than a spool of fishing line. They work, but they can be difficult to cast accurately. They tend to tangle, and fighting a fish usually means wrapping line around your hands. The Rocket Reel was designed to solve these problems. It combines the simplicity, reliability, and compact size of a hand line with many of the features that anglers expect from a traditional fishing reel. You can cast it several ways. Reel in with anti-reverse, just like a conventional reel. Quietly pull the line off the spool in stealth mode, or just use the adjustable drag brake when fighting a larger fish. The anti-tangle spool design helps keep your line organized, and the entire unit floats if it's dropped in the water. It quickly snaps apart for true size pocket carry. Whether you're backpacking into a remote stream, fishing from a kayak, keeping an emergency fishing kit in your truck, or just looking for a fun way to fish, the Rocket Reel gives you a lightweight, compact fishing system that's always ready to go. In this video, Tony's going to show you how to assemble it, spool it with line, explain the 3 operating modes, and have you ready to start fishing in just a few minutes. So let's get started.
Okay, when you get the Rocket Reel, it's going to be assembled just like you see it here. It will be already loaded with braided 20-pound fishing line. Of course, you can put whatever line you want on it, but it is going to be ready to cast as soon as you get it out, and you can go fishing with it just how it shows up in the box. But what you also get is a belt clip with a bracket that allows you to carry this on your belt, and I'll show you how that attaches right now. First thing you have to do is remove the honeycomb knob. It just pops out. You see how these slots go into the post like that, and that lines up the hole, and that's where you can reattach it. But you take it apart, then you take the bracket, and how you know how to put it in is you make it so the hook is up, as you see here, bracket down, and you just snap it in the same way you do with the handle. And then you take the handle and the middle slot goes right over that. You see the hole there where the honeycomb knob that holds the whole thing together actually holds everything together as well onto the bracket. You just tighten that down, and that way it can't come off. And this fits on your belt. Normally when I'm walking out, of course I've got that on my belt, and it's just easier to take apart without having to remove this off my side. You pull down on this with your thumb and slide up at the same time, and see it comes out of your belt club. You can see the little brackets there that slide right in. Let's see. There. But let's say that you're using this with a timber tickler saw. This is the same handle. The idea behind that is you only need one handle. If you're already backpacking with a saw, now all you're carrying is this. You're only carrying a 3-ounce reel attached to that. And so in that case, this will be on your saw. And in that case, then you put the knob down here. And this is all you carry with a saw attached to your belt as well, using the same belt club. So to go back over how you reassemble it, you just remove that, pull that off. Now, when this is on your belt, you have a hook so that when, let's go ahead and put this back in, you snap this in, put the honeycomb knob in, And then you're fishing, this is on your belt. And when you want both hands free, you quickly just drop your reel right on the hook that's still on your belt. And that's how that all works together. It's the rocket reel. I'm going to show you guys how to spool up the rocket reel and also everything else you need to know to get started real quick. So firstly, I'm going to spool up the rocket reel by getting my line ready here. And I tie off the string, and it's always, you can see where the lubrication port and also where you tie is off the string is all in line with the handle. So the first part there, so it comes through. I go in from the inside out, grab my line, feed it back in through the other hole. And I'll tie it off. Then I take the line and make sure that the reel's passed, make sure it's in anti-reverse so it doesn't come back, and that way I can drag it in the line bracket. Now typically what I do is, so you can see how it's threaded through the eyelet, and the way I do that is I just rake the line, it automatically goes in. Then I'll take the line and put it behind my pinky just to put a little bit of tension on it. I'll fill this up until the line reaches the top or thereabouts of the back part of the reel, as you can see. Let's see when I get full. And with braided 20-pound line, I can get up to around 110, 120 feet. And if I need more line, I can use the, and when I do use the stealth mode to unreel some line, I use my thumb, that way it doesn't tangle or come off the spool. Okay, I need to go over the switch functionality. You can see on the switch here, maybe. Let me see if I can get it so you can see that. That's AR, anti-reverse. That's stealth mode. DB is for drag brake. So top gear is all the way up. That's where you get the anti-reverse. Stealth mode allows you to pull the line out freely. But if I were to let go, it would just it would come off the spool. So I keep my thumb there. And for drag brake mode, you pull it all the way down, and you can see I got the drag set. And I'll show you how to set that. So in order to set the drag, there's a locking wheel here. I can loosen that up, and what that does, you see there's a little TPU brake here. When I engage it, hits the face of the reel, and if I wanted it with more drag, I would adjust this in tighter, righty-tighty. And see, that's probably a little too tight. And I just keep adjusting it out until I get where I like it. So I like that. Just makes it easier to go back in and reverse, hold that there, and you can just, it's just a locking nut. Jam, it's like a jam nut, so it holds adjustment. So you can see every time I go back, it's go from anti-reverse back to drag. And let's say you've got it fishing live bait on your chair, you see you got a bite, quickly throw it up and anti-reverse, that way you can set the hook, and then of course you can reel it. Reel on your 10-pound bass. And that's all there is to it. You're ready to fish. Be sure to watch the rest of our how-to series for casting techniques, tips and tricks, maintenance, switch replacement, rocket reel accessories. Thanks for watching, and always run the ridge.